Hi everybody, how you all doing? So, another update because basically now Neema is 2 months old already. Wow. And so I thought I'd talk a little bit about how she's doing, how I'm doing, and stuff like that. She's doing good, she's growing, she's getting heavier. We had a doctor's appointment this week, I think. And basically she weighs 4 kilos 350. So she gained 1 kilo 250 in barely a month. That's really good. And she's 52 centimeters long now, so she's grown 10 centimeters since birth. So that's really, really good. But she did get her two shots, first two shots. So we were kind of, actually in the beginning we were kind of nervous because we didn't really know how she was gonna react. But she was gonna get pissed off for sure because I think all baby stuff do get pissed off. So we went there and things went really well. They asked us questions, we asked them questions, and then came the moment. And so Sam and I were both like talking to her, explaining to her in gentle tones that, so Neema, we're really sorry about this, but you're gonna get two shots now. You're not gonna like it at all, and so on. And they thought it was really, really funny that we kept doing that. And then they asked her to hold her arms and legs, and obviously you do that to a baby's not gonna be happy already. And so she got the two shots, and she actually took it quite well. I mean, obviously, yeah, she did scream. Oh yeah, before the doctor says that, well, I mean, all babies are gonna cry. All babies cry, so she's gonna cry too. So she's like screamed and whimpered a little bit, and then she just, okay, I'm cool. So we're like, okay. And doctor is totally impressed, so yeah, for our parents. And then the only nervous part afterwards was that obviously you don't know how your baby's gonna react. And for the whole day she was kind of cool. Only thing was that it was hot, really, really hot that day, so obviously she was drinking a lot more than usually. Because normally she wakes up to eat every 3 hours. Sometimes it's really like clockwork. Noon, 3, 6, 9, midnight. It just doesn't change. And so yeah, it's been really, really hot here in Brussels for the past couple of weeks. Unbearably hot. And so she's been drinking a lot more. But hey, I mean, we all do. So that was okay. And it was only in the evening that she started getting really, really like agitated, like fussy. But nothing too like difficult, and she didn't get a fever at all, so I was really happy about that. So it went good. Totally good. Yeah, like I said, she wakes up every 3 hours to eat, and it's really like spot on. The only thing that I've noticed the past couple of weeks is that after her 9 o'clock feeding, she sort of doesn't drift off to sleep, which maybe just a little bit, but as soon as I put her down, she wakes up again and she wants to eat again. And so up until now, well, I've been trying to calm her down, and sometimes, well, I do feed her somewhere around like 10ish, 10:30. And then she again drifts off to sleep, and then at midnight she'll eat again. And it goes on like this until like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. And I just kept feeding her because I mean she wants to eat, she's clearly hungry. But sometimes I've actually been really, really worried because I've been like, okay, so she's really hungry, she keeps eating, do I have enough milk? Is she gonna get enough? And I didn't think about supplementing, or maybe have a spare bottle prepared for her, because obviously she's hungrier. But from the time that I was running back and forth to the hospital because she was still there, I obviously had to pump because they would need me to bring in some milk so that they can feed her with my milk. and I pumped a lot. And when we left the hospital, I totally forgot that I still had loads of milk still in their freezer. And the other day they called me and they said, yeah, we decided to clean out the freezer and we realized that we have a whole shelf with only your milk. So what do you want to do? You want to take it back? I was like, yeah, I want to get it back. This is awesome. So I went off to the hospital, brought home all the milk. And the thing is, it's all stocked in like stuff like this. I think you got like 125 mils in each of them. And initially on the phone, she told me there were something like 15 of them. I got to the hospital and she go like, actually, there's more than 20 of them. So I was like, okay, which means that now they're in my freezer, so I'm gonna be able to keep them for some time. And that means that by the time I start trying weaning her off breastfeeding, which is soon, I'm gonna be able to give her my milk instead of starting off with a formula straight away. So that's really, really good. So I'm really, really happy about it, because as much as I really, really want to stop breastfeeding at the 3 months mark, I do kind of feel bad about instead of giving her my milk, give her formula already. If I can keep giving her my milk as long as possible, then that's really, really cool. So the other day, again, she was really, really hungry. I gave her food. I gave her food at 9 o'clock, and then, as usual, at 10:30 she wanted to eat again. I figured there's some milk in the freezer, we're just gonna give her that. So we gave her that, and then she ate at midnight, and then she actually slept for 5 hours straight. So I'm thinking, okay, so that's the way I'm supposed to do it. So we're gonna try it again tonight and see if she'll sleep again for 5 hours straight. If she does, that's gonna be so awesome. Really, really awesome. Because I'm getting tired, really, really tired. Because as much as it was easy in the beginning when we first got her home to wake up, pick her up, feed her, burp her, and then put her back in her bed, now night by night I just get tireder and tireder, and it just really, in the morning when I wake up, I'm completely zombie, and in the night, during the night, I have a really, really hard time staying awake. And now more and more I try to feed her lying down, but then that also is not really, really good, because I fall asleep, and I fall asleep really for real. And I mean, no, I'm really not comfortable with that. So if she can start sleeping at least for 5 hours straight, then that would be perfect. Other than that, Sam and I, we are now officially owners. We finally got the keys, signed all the last papers, and we are now in debt for the next coming 20-25 years. Yep. But so that's really, really cool. So we've started working in an apartment, and so that's moving along. Hopefully everything will be done by October, so that's when we're gonna move, and by then I'll be able to give you a tour of her room, because she hasn't got one now. And oh, I had my doctor's appointment, and I don't know if you remember, I mentioned that I was kind of worried because I thought something wasn't quite right with my my scar, with the healing from the episiotomy. I was right. Doc had a look at me and he go like, "Oh, you must have torn a stitch." Like, sorry? Like, yeah, cause you can see the line, this perfect little scar where it's healed already, and then there's this red blur, and that's basically where one of the stitches tore, and so it left the gap, and so it's been like healing across the gap. slowly pulling it all together, which explains why I've been so much in pain and why I'm still not completely comfortable. And basically, it's gonna take a lot longer until it's fully healed. So, yeah, nice. In the meantime, I really don't have much to complain about actually, so I'm good. Neema's really good. She's doing good. And yeah, so things are cool. If I have something else to update on, I'll do it. Otherwise, I guess I'll do a little update by the time she turns 3 months. Bye.